What's up, guys? This video I'm gonna show you 5 things I did as a kid to make money. Money. I know a lot of people believe you have to have money to start making money, which is totally not true. Step number 1, guys, recycling cans and bottles. This is something anyone can do. I'm sure if you guys look at your house, you probably have some cans and bottles in the trash can, maybe even a recycling bin. You can take these cans and bottles and bring them to a recycling center in exchange for money. It depends on which state you live in, but some states have lower prices that they'll give you for these bottles and cans, and some are higher. So I suggest you go on Google and do some research. So the first thing I did as a kid, you guys, I was probably no older than 8 to 10 years old. I would go around picking up cans and bottles. I'd even go around my neighborhood asking people if they had some unwanted recycling stuff that I could take. I would make anywhere from $10 to $20 in a week to get that many bottles and cans. It cost nothing for me to do, and that's $10 to $20 that I didn't have, but in exchange, my time. I gave a lot of my time, and this is still something that kids nowadays can do. It's really effortless, guys. Shoot, I have probably like $3 to $5 in bottles and cans just sitting in my backyard now. Check it out. This is maybe about 2 weeks worth of cans and bottles. We even have another one here. I would guess to say this is about $3 to $4 worth of recyclables, and I didn't have to work for it at all. I just had to sit back and drink a few of these and collect. Number 2 would be working for people. Obviously, first you want to ask your family if there's anything you can do around the house. Is there anything you could do to help to make money? Because guys, at the end of the day, if you're helping someone solve an issue, you can be rewarded with money. If your family doesn't have any money, shoot, go to your neighbor's house. Then go to the person that lives next to them. Go around and you'll finally find someone eventually willing to pay you money for your time and help. So for example, guys, let's just say you were to get paid a certain amount of money for chores. You have to take out the trash, you have to clean the dishes. Let's just say one day you have a family party and there's a big mess. Check it out, like a huge mess like this. You got cardboard, there's leaves, cans everywhere. Offer $5 to clean up the whole backyard, and you'll be surprised half the time your parents will say yes because they might not have the energy to. That's $5 you didn't have, $5 towards whatever you want to buy, $5 to invest in another business and make your money grow more. That's it, that's a pro tip, guys. And that brings us to number 3. My most favorite thing I did to make money as a kid, selling candy at school. Don't quote me on this, but technically you're not supposed to do it. Don't do this, guys. I am not saying to do this, but if you do, you might make money. Look, I'm not recommending to do this. I am just saying this is what I did and this is what made me money, and I'm just sharing my experience. The reason why I had this in number 3 is because I did have to have some money first to start before I can actually sell candy. So what I did is wait for my birthday and I asked everyone in my family for money. That's what I want.
Money?
And for Christmas, guess what?
More money.
I had enough money to where I saved up a solid $50 to $60, took myself to the 99-cent store and stock up on candy. If you don't have a 99-cent store next to you, you can always use a Sam's Club, Smart and Final. They'll have boxes of lollipops like this. They come out to about 10 cents a piece now, so you could potentially sell each one for $1 and make 15 cents per pop. That's a huge profit margin, guys. I always aim to do 50% more of what I spent. So if I buy something for $50, I want to sell it for $1, if not more. So if you use what I used as a kid, that profit margin difference, you'll be okay. You know what? Actually, hold up. Let's go to the 99-cent store and let me show you what products I'm talking about and show you what profit margins you can have. So we're here at the 99-cent store. I'm just going down the aisles to see what I've sold in the past and what I know will still sell. Like for instance, these sell like crazy, guys. They're Mexican candies. It's like a watermelon flavored lollipop with some chili on the outside. 10 of these for $1 plus tax. You can sell these easily for 35 cents, maybe $1 if you really want it just easy. You'll definitely double your money, if not more, but these sell really well. The good thing about the lollipops is you can fit a lot in your bag. That's really important. You don't want to buy candy that's really big in size because that means you have less access to candy, and that means less money in theory. Another tip, guys, do not bring chocolate with you, even though it's a personal favorite of many. It's gonna melt, and you don't want to be known as the guy selling melted, disgusting chocolate. So that's why I stick around with things that won't, necessarily go bad. Gum, not bad. 3 for $1, you can. There's a bunch of these in here. Let's see, what else? What else have we got? These little Mexican candies, guys, always popular. Starburst. I would stay away from this. This doesn't sound like a great deal. They're very small and you can't really sell a lot. So we came across this. It's a pack of over 160 pieces of candy. So yeah, I'm here doing the math, guys. This it costs $4, but there's over 160 pieces. Let's say you do 3 for $1. Hey Siri, what is 160 divided by 3?
160 divided by 3 is about 53.333.
That comes out to about $53 if you sell 3 for $1. Looking at this, it looks a little bit on the cheap side for the candy. If you were to double that and do 6 pieces of candy for $1, you're still making about $26 from this $4 investment, which is not bad, guys. That's a really, really good deal. And this looks like stuff that you could keep in your locker or, you know, potentially just in your bag at all times. Not bad. So you guys, I'm all about the lollipops because of the size. I've mentioned that before. These caramel apple pops are delicious. I try not to sell them because I end up eating them most of the time, but when I don't, these are one of my best sellers. It comes with about 8 of them inside. I charge 50 cents per one. So this $1 bag made me about $4 every time I bought it. Give or take, I probably eat 1 or 2 in the day. They say don't eat your own supply, but you're a kid. If you're selling them, reward yourself, go for it. So obviously you guys, you can make your own prices for whatever you want to sell these candies at. It's super important just to keep in mind, the more product you push, the better it is going to be for you, because this is how I see it, this is how I did it. Sometimes I would sell candies for less than 50% because I wanted to build that reputation as the guy that has candy. Nowadays, you guys have it awesome, because I know a lot of schools that don't let sell candy to kids. So you could be that candy plug, you know, that guy that supplies the sweet treats to everyone. But the last tip I'm going to give you guys, once you start doing this, keep in mind you should take requests. You know, if there's a kid that likes a certain type of candy, maybe if he likes chocolate, next time you come, buy the chocolate, but meet with him before school starts, because you don't want to have that chocolate melt. And then you can kind of do a little upcharge. That's definitely what I did as a kid. I would always take requests and make sure I get half the payment up front, and then when I bring the candy the next day, they would give me the other half. Let's get out of here. Everyone's looking at us like we're crazy, and yeah. Should we buy some so we don't look crazy? All right, let's go. Once I had all my product ready, I made sure I had a bag big enough to hold my books and my candy. I didn't want teachers look at me saying,
Hey, Drew, what are you doing? Drew, you can't sell candy here. You know what, come here. You're in detention.
It's all about being discreet. You don't want to flaunt that you're selling candy. You don't want to draw that attention to you. That's just something I did. I just kept it on the down low and made sure everything went smooth. After a month of selling candy at my school went by, I needed help, guys. It was getting to a point where I could not keep enough candy to last the whole day. That's when I hired 2 of my friends, offered them a small commission of each sale, and business started booming. From what I remember, at the peak of my candy selling at school business, I was making around $60 to $70 a day, and that's after paying my employees. The fourth thing I would do as a kid to make money was every other month at my house, I would have a yard sale. I'd wake up early in the morning, get a big piece of paper, write yard sale with a big arrow on it, stand on the corner of the street and just hold up the sign. I'd wait until I see a car pull into my house, run down the street with the board, and then say,
Hi, my name's Drew. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I'm selling.
So I'm sure you're asking,
Drew, what does a kid sell at a yard sale?
Great question. The answer is everything. Anything that I can get my hands on for free, or anything that I could buy for cheap that I know people would sell, I would buy. For example, I would go to thrift stores on the days where they have their discounts, buy as many $1 items that I can that I know for sure would be selling for more at that store, bring it to my house, put it in my closet, wait until I have big enough inventory, then I would have my yard sale. Guys, if you're planning on doing this, please make sure you check to make sure that you can have a yard sale where you live. Some places, it's kind of rare, but some places do not allow yard sales, and some places allow it, but you do need permits. But luckily for me, I live in Southern California, and the city I live in didn't require anything. Yard sale! Yard sale! So the 5th thing I did as a kid to make money was hold car washes with my friends. We'd go door to door around our neighborhood, asking people if they're interested in a car wash, and let them know that next week, Saturday at our house, we'll be doing car washes, and if they would like to buy a ticket, it'd be $5, and we would make an appointment for them to come to my house so I can wash their car. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but you guys, as a kid and a teenager, we were making around $100 in a full day work. Yes, it's a lot of work, but as $100 as a kid, you guys, that can buy you a ton of stuff, and in my case, most of the time, I'd take all the money that I would make, not just from the car wash, but from all my other investments and businesses, and I'd put it right back into the business and grow. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned a little bit. I also just wanna end this by saying, if you're a young person looking for inspiration, I hope this video helped you and pushed you to actually go out and do something, because when I was younger, you guys, it was not cool to be an entrepreneur. And looking back at all the things that I did now as a kid, and it makes sense, because now I work for myself. I own 4 different types of businesses. I work for myself, and I couldn't love life more than I do now. I'm sorry, I got a phone call, hold on. Yeah, let me call you back. I'm doing a video about things I did as a kid to make money. Yeah, no, it's ending right now. Yeah, I gave them all the information that they would need to get started too. All right, cool. All right, I'll tell them to subscribe. All right, bye. See you guys.